Video games can provide a range of experiences, and if modern AAA titles are anything to go by, a singular playthrough can become quite long. However, what if you encountered a game that removed all of your save data, either under specific circumstances or for fun? What about games that simply delete themselves entirely? Would you still have that experience, if only in your memories? Let's take a look at such games here. Nier GESTALT/REPLICANT. Explaining the story of Nier GESTALT/REPLICANT would take a while. All you need to know is that multiple playthroughs are required to get the true ending. This culminates in a decision to save Kain. You can either kill her to end her torment, or Nier can sacrifice his life to restore her humanity. The problem with the latter is that all of your save data is deleted, as all of the other characters simply forget about Nier. Little did we know that this would be a precedent for Nier Automata. The events of Nier Automata are mired in tragedy, especially in the end. However, if you unlock Ending D, then you'll have the option to save the data of 2B, 9S, and A2, even if this entire tragedy plays out the same again. This leads to a shoot-'em-up minigame where you're literally battling the game's credits. By the end, the help of other players is needed to win, and if successful, then the 3 androids are restored. Want to help another player achieve their perfect ending as well? No problem, just delete your save data. Go on, do it. Banjo-Kazooie. Cheating is bad, and Rare, who ironically went on to develop a multiplayer game with the freedom to gank anyone, wouldn't put up with it in Banjo-Kazooie. Use too many cheat codes and the antagonist, Gruntilda, will threaten to delete your save file. Bottles will come in to warn you, but ignore him and Gruntilda will express amazement at the hero's audacity before deleting your save. EARTHBOUND. If for some reason you had to pirate Nintendo's EARTHBOUND on the SNES, then rejoice! Those with bootleg cartridges would face many more random enemies than usual. But hey, you can still reach the final boss, Gygus, which is when the game suddenly hangs. No problem, just restart it. And, well, all of your save data is gone. Perfect. Zero Ranger. System Erasure, the developer's name, seems to offer some kind of hint about what to expect. In Zero Ranger, killing the final boss requires going back in time. The game says you have only one shot, and even removes any continues. It's the ultimate fight for survival, except that if you fail, your save data is deleted. LHX Attack Chopper. Electronic Arts' LHX Attack Chopper is a helicopter sim for MS-DOS and Sega's Mega Drive, which kind of explains why it has only one save file. And as you've probably guessed, dying will delete your save data. There are some interesting twists on the formula though. Abort a mission while behind enemy lines and there's a good chance you'll die while escaping. However, you could also end up missing in action, escaping to friendlier pastures, or being rescued. Steel Battalion. If using a complex controller with 40 buttons to simulate a mech's cockpit wasn't enough, Steel Battalion could delete your progress. There are certain conditions to this. If you fail to eject in time, then your character is effectively dead. You can start a new character, but it has to be from the beginning as some other poor soul faces the horrors of war. For a game about giant walking mechs, this might just be a little too real for us. Doom 2016. So you think you're tough for completing Doom 2016 on Nightmare. Ultra Nightmare is the obvious next step then. This is the same difficulty and challenges as Nightmare, but if you die once, then it's game over, with a neat tombstone marking your death in-game. Saving is still possible between levels, thank goodness. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. So of course, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus had to up the ante further. Mein Leben difficulty is only unlocked upon beating the game on I Am Death Incarnate mode. Again, the difficulty between the two is the same, but there's no saving. You can't manually save, and auto-saving is also disabled. So you could die or even quit the game midway, and you'd have no save data to go back to. An Untitled Story. Freeware Metroidvania game and Untitled Story can be pretty charming, and with lots to explore and see. The gameplay can be very difficult, but hey, it's free. Unfortunately, during the game's early days, it would delete save files that weren't in accordance with its checksum. So if you tried to alter saves to make things easier, then you could kiss goodbye to any progress made. Diablo 3. Hardcore mode has always been a staple of the Diablo franchise, and Diablo 3 is no different. Any characters created in hardcore mode will be deleted if they die. Ample warning is provided about the same, and unlike, say, Path of Exile, which migrates hardcore characters to standard leagues, dead characters in Diablo 3 are gone forever. Unless you're playing on PS4 and Xbox One and back up your character on a USB drive, that is. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. One Life mode is exclusive to the Definitive Edition of Ori and the Blind Forest. It creates a save file that can't be copied, and if Ori dies, the file is deleted. Considering the amount of precision platforming in Ori and the Blind Forest, One Life mode is definitely the ultimate challenge for the most dedicated of fans. KILLSWITCH. An urban myth, Carvina Corporation's KILLSWITCH comes across as your average point-and-click survival game. However, upon completion, the game is rumored to delete itself with no way to retrieve it. Only 5,000 copies were apparently made, but people have created their own takes on it, seemingly to keep the legend alive. Whether it's simply a creepypasta, the real deal, or an urban myth gone wrong, KILLSWITCH is certainly infamous. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.